What is up, guys? Welcome to another MK Mobile video. This video is going to be divided into two parts. The first part is going to be me talking about the character. So if you open the video just to see gameplay, I suggest you go to the second part of the video where I'll be just showing the gameplay of classic movie Sonya Blade. A fatal blow, her special one, special two, her special combo, stuff like this. Now, first thing first, before I get there, I want to talk about the character. This is going to be the first part of the video. And probably some of you won't like it, but I was thinking a lot whether I should hype up the character and say that she's so awesome, or whether I should tell the truth that I absolutely hate her and I don't like her, which is the truth. I don't like this character, and my disappointment is even bigger because Sonya is one of my all-time favorite characters in Mortal Kombat. So having a really good Diamond Sonya was something that I expected to happen, and I was even ready to max her out. But now I'm not going to do that because, quite frankly, she's worse than Johnny. Let's talk about it. Let's read her passive. And her passive reads like this. Along with all other attacks, classic movie Sonya Blade can perform special combo sequences. These combo sequences spend 0.6 bars of power and can be repeated every 6 seconds. So in a way you cannot spam them, right? As you can spam special one. As long as you have power, you can spam special one until the power is like gone. Here though, it doesn't matter how much power you have, you cannot spam the sequences. Every single one of those sequences does something specific. For instance, beat down hit does a shield break. This one does cripple, high counter hit, cripple, and this thing here, amplify does actually shield. But this is conditional. It only activates if you have Johnny Cage in your team. So in a way, if Johnny is in the Sonya team, she can have shield on kind of special one, which makes her actively the only character in MK Mobile who can do shield on special one. There is no other character. In fact, she can does the shield even cheaper, 0.6 bars of power, but let's say that it counts as a special one. That's pretty cool. However, look at the rest of her passive. While Sonya Blade classic movie is active, Raiden teammate applied blind on special attack 1. That's super bad. That is so bad. For one thing, almost nobody uses special one of Raiden apart from two reasons. Reason number one, if you have tons of debuffs, you want to dispel them. That's 90% of the case. Reason number two, when you're fighting the last character and he's about to die, you can do special one. Actually, there is a third reason, if you want to tag out. Because what happens is, if you want to use special one, Raiden animation is incredibly clumsy after the special one, and the enemy character can tag out, the other character can tag in, and wreck your Raiden. So in a way, people actually avoid using special one of Raiden. Usually, you want to destroy people with special 2. I'm not saying that you're not going to use special 1 at all, but even if you do, adding the blind is not a big deal. That would have been much better if the roles are reversed. So in a way, if Sonya was giving Johnny Cage a blind and special attack 1, that would be much better because Johnny actually spams special 1. And that would add more value to the character. And if Raiden was actually giving her this boost, that would be better in my opinion. Why they decided to change that around, I have no idea. It's beyond me. And now, there is another thing about Sonya that I don't like. She has zero value at Fusion 0. Zero. Like, none. She doesn't have any debuffs. When I say debuffs, I mean dots. For instance, classic movie Johnny does have his combo special sequences that can apply bleed, I believe, and fire. Sonya doesn't. She just applies cripple, which is okay, but there are other characters in the game who can cripple on special attack 1, so that's nothing incredible. The only use of her sequences early game, and when I say early game I mean low fusions, is let's say the enemy is on fire and you want to buy yourself some time and you intentionally fail the sequence. So she's doing like this grappling stuff, and while she's doing so, the enemy is getting drained. Fire, poison, bleed, you name it. I'm yet to test that, but this is the only thing that it matters. Also, by the look of her special attacks, I'm sorry this is getting long, but I warned during the beginning. This is the first part of the video is going to be me talking about the character. The second part of the video is going to be playing with the character. And the first part is almost about to finish. So I was saying that looking at her stats and looking, she has a very good power generation, which is incredible. Actually, it's not that great. Now I can think of it because I gave her gear, so she has 110, which is unfortunate and underwhelming. But the point is, her special one totally sucks, so you should never use it at all, unless you absolutely totally have to use it in certain situations, for any reason. But in the general case, you want to use her special 2 into the sequence, then special 2 into the sequence. So that is how you play. You do special 2, you do a sequence, get yourself shield to cripple, whatever, and then you do another special 2, heal, and stuff like this. So in a way, she's kind of a defensive, supportive character. Unfortunately, again, she has zero value at Fusion 0. For one thing, she's a horrible support We already established about the blind. She doesn't have any dots, so she cannot do anything. She must be high fusion. And if I have to summarize, this is my thoughts on this character. I'm not going to max her out. I'm not going to pay for her. I just don't like her, which is sad because I really wanted a good Sonya. Again, Sonya is one of my all-time favorite characters in Mortal Kombat. So having good Sonya would mean everything to me. Unfortunately, this Sonya sucks. And now I'm going to demonstrate how basically you play. Alright, so time for a real gameplay. I just realized that with the previous team, she was Fusion 0, they were Fusion 10. So I got matched against pretty difficult opponents. Now I'm going to play against this team, which is unfortunately not that strong. There is only one gold that is worth something. And in this particular fight, I'm going to demonstrate her combos, her special 2 actually, and I will try to do 3 of her combos, right? All 3 of them, even though I might fail, because it's not really that easy, trust me. So I'm going to do this. Okay, okay. And now tap. Oh, I was too slow. You see, I missed to get the shield. And the thing is, it is said that this is the sequence that deals the most damage, right? This is the sequence that deals the most damage. Look at this. It is called leg takedown hit. Amplify, extra damage. This attack with extra damage. You can amplify with extra damage. And if you have Johnny Cage, it also it gains shield. So I don't know whether the extra damage stays or not, but it was pretty shield. Okay, the damage was okay. It can literally hit. That's beautiful. Special 2. And quite frankly, this is the easiest thing that I can perform. I cannot really perform the rest. I always fail. It is embarrassing, but it is what it is. All right. I'm going to do something. Okay, which was the easiest one? Tap, left, right, up, and then right. Tap, left, right, up, and then right. I don't know what happened because he just died. And I'll be able to do the final one, right? I just need to do one more. Unfortunately, I have to let him hit me because he's too weak. And his card is power draining me. That's unfortunate. His card is power draining me, guys. Come on, expire. Don't tell me he's going to throw another one. Don't tell me he's... Oh, no! Are they little? Okay, they're little. So you can finish them off using it. So in a way, guys, the sequences are pretty cool. They look cool and everything. However, they are so annoying. That's the best thing. Because in the first 2 or 3 times when you do them, it's the same thing with Combat Movie Johnny. At the same point, at certain point, they become tedious to do and annoying. That's the best way to describe it. They simply become annoying. So... And again, in the majority of cases, in 95% of the cases, you'll be doing just one of those. You'll be doing the one with the shield. Because it also does pretty good damage. And I already know it by heart. It's right, down, up, and then tap to amplify. That was the sequence, right? So what I'm going to do now is I will showcase a fatal blow by killing this particular Kung Lao. Straight with the fatal blow, right off the bat. Oh my god, I missed it. Okay, sorry about that. They get the shield. And why they did the window when you can do this so tiny? Literally, like, you just misclick with 0.5 seconds and you lose the amplify. Why is it so punishing? I don't get it. Oh, it was up, it was up. And this happens if you fail the combo. They start like wrestling like this and then nothing happens. So yeah, just to let you know what happens if you fail the combo. So it's a little bit punishing as well. Everything is punishing about this character. Alright. Can I get the shield now? I literally was tapping like crazy so that I can get the shield. Because if you don't tap like this, but you decide to get the perfect timing, if you're a little bit late and you miss it, that's unfortunate. But yep. Alright, on the next one I'm going to the Fatal Blow. More or less I showcase the entire character. You just have the 3 sequences. In majority of cases you'll be doing special 2 into the sequence with the shield. Because in a way you'll be immortal like this. The biggest problem is that you can start taking advantage of it once you gain certain level of fusions from this girl. At least fusion 5, fusion 6. Before that she's going to be completely useless. Which is so unfortunate for a newly released diamond. I thought that they're going to make all new diamonds to be If not overpowered, at least useful at low fusion. But this girl, even in classic movie team, is not great at fusion 0. Even in classic movie team, yes, she's going to boost the Combat Cup Johnny attack speed a little bit. Once again, a little bit. But nobody really had Combat Cup Johnny at high fusion. So I guess she's going to be just a decent support for Combat. Why do I say Combat Cup? I mean classic movie Johnny. If you want to take advantage of his dots and he's carrying your account, which is going to be extremely weird. But if this is the case, then I guess it's going to be kind of okay. It's going to be just kind of okay. And this sequence deals good damage. I'm not going to lie, it deals decent damage. But at the same time, again, it will work if you're high fusion. This shield is going to be worthless. And let's be real, there's so many ways to get shield nowadays. It's just not really something so powerful, so good. Yeah. So in a way, if you don't want to use special 2 into sequence, you can just spam this sequence. The problem with spamming this sequence without doing special 2 is that you cannot actually spam it because it has 6 seconds cooldown. So you're going to do the sequence, you're going to do good damage, you're going to take shield, but you cannot spam it because of this 6 seconds restriction. If they reduce it to 3, then I say that she's kind of a character that can spam sequence and kill them all by just spamming sequence, I guess. I don't know. Alright guys, please let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? And see you next time. Take care.
Perfect.